Welcome to a Drop Tent Media production.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call to Bus, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
Hey, what's going on? Comedian Neil Wood here. Call to Bus episode. Here we are. We're doing it. Adam Nutter.
Hey.
Across over in the outskirts in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. There he
What
is.
up? What's going on?
Shirtless fucking day, baby. Here we go. Well, almost. We
Sleeveless.
should pop off these shirts. We should pop them off.
You want
these weird squinty ass.
I'll
I
it
do and
shirtless.
I don't. I think my nipples will be good for a bit, and then they're gonna start puffing up, and we're gonna get derailed.
Yeah, I feel like my right side is more defined than my left. I'm gonna be self-conscious about that. I'm gonna have to
Right.
start like flexing my left side too much, and I might stroke out. With
I
all
don't.
the blood,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
also have gone full abs, so it's just it's embarrassing now.
I can't get abs, dude.
Um,
I'm just quitting on that.
No, it's all good. You'll be good. You'll
Dude, I
be all
ate an
good.
entire crumb cake by myself last week, so I don't think I'm getting abs.
Chrome cake. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
carbs. That's carbs all day. It's
Yeah.
not the most efficient carb, but it's a carb,
It is a carb.
and you
And
burn those.
Sugar turns into carbs, right? Is that science?
Carbs turn into sugar, but yeah, sure. Yeah.
What does
it's
sugar
all
turn into? Nothing? Damn it.
Energy.
Fat? Why
hopefully,
do they
but
put it in Gatorade then?
energy
I
or
don't know.
fat, buddy? Yeah, a lot of people drink Gatorade. Something. You ever just see somebody get a Gatorade at a Wawa?
It's wild.
Just a fat. Yeah, you're just like, hey man, let's be honest. Like I know it tastes. Just say it tastes good. Like just
Tastes
say it
great,
tastes good. I know. Hey, there's no activity happening in your day to day.
You ever had
I'm a
body
construction worker. Body armor?
Yeah.
No, we were poor, but not that poor.
Well, I
That's-
feel like it's relatively new. Is body armor
know.
new? Is I don't know.
Gatorade
either.
was the
But
go-to.
It was the
Body
go-to.
armor came out later. You know, it was like,
Po- Point is, I feel like Body Armor did a really good job with like marketing, where they took what Gatorade did with like we're healthy, but like went a step above because like the brand Body Armor, like we protect you, right?
Sure.
If you look at the packaging, it's like all fruits and shit.
Right.
I grabbed one the other day because like I'm gonna try one. I looked at the sugar, I was like, I'm good. Take a shot. How much
26?
sugar's in that fucking thing?
it's like 26, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the double one's like 60 something.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I was like, what the fuck is the point of this?
Yeah, you want to lose weight? Just cut out juice. Cut out
Yeah.
all your juices and sodas, dude. You'll start losing immediately. You'll be mad. You'll
Yeah, you won't be happy.
so upset. But
Yeah.
just try to get some. I know this is crazy. Regular fruit. What? I know, right? Forgot that like all the stuff that they're like mango. You be like, I should go buy a mango and have some of it.
Yo, I heard it's to the point where it's like it's if you chew a banana as opposed to if you like blend a banana or like all certain fruits, it's different than how like how your body takes it in. So
Okay,
like
okay,
if you
yeah.
chew a banana, it's like healthier for you than if you drink a banana. I don't know how true this is. I've heard this before, and I'm just too dumb to understand the science of
Yeah.
that. So I was like, all right, we'll take that
just-
for what it is and just go on about
You
my
always
life.
get me into these places where I feel unfunny because I have to be like, oh, it's just because of the fiber. it's I don't even know that much. I just remember certain things. 'Cause I was also just like, well, what are the differences between the sugars? You have sucrose, fructose, glucose. Like, what are the differences? And just being like, yeah, what's going on with this SFG? Like, I don't know the difference between these. And then being like, oh, fruit. If you eat it, it's just like, oh, you get glucose and fucking sucrose, but these are your body processes them different because you chew it. But if you fucking blend them, it's just like all
It's all
sugar,
still
baby.
there.
It's a sugar, yeah, but like your body does it differently when you process. It's kind of it's interesting what your body's doing, right? It's kind of like a strange. It like knows you're cheating. It's
Yeah.
like, which is kind of nuts in a weird way,
It
right?
doesn't do it with like poison. It's like if you drank poison and it's supposed
Right.
to eating poison, it's like, well, you drank it, so it's fine. like it was won't metastasize the same way, whatever. You're like, well, it's dumb. It's a fucking your body's dumb. Oh, you're constantly
Or
fighting your own brain. What's
Yeah.
that about? Dreams? Come on, dreams are crazy.
I've been separating from my brain a lot lately. Like having some good, not I don't describe them as out of body experiences. I describe them as like that little bit of you can't be separated from your consciousness, but like maybe dipping into an unconscious state, like just like that feeling. I feel like people on drugs kind of like know what I'm talking about. That like my brain's inside my body moment. Like, oh, I'm different. Like, this is the old thing of like, what is your consciousness? It's the person behind the eyes. Like, but your brain and your mind are two different things. Like, you can feel yourself just be like, oh, right, my body is not who I am. What is I am? Like, you start having that moment of like, what the fuck are thoughts? Like,
Yeah, I'm no psychologist. But it sounds like the makings of you going serial killer mode. Like you're just completely detaching from, as soon you're going to be dissecting puppies' spines and being like, well, they don't feel this because there's nothing behind them. It's just the brain and consciousness behind the body or whatever. You're like, and then move on to, babies maybe.
Babies?
Gay men who can't run or fight back like Dahmer. I feel like you're more of a Dahmer guy.
It's just one thing to another with you. It's always if I was chubby, it'd be Jerry Brudos. Now I'm in shape, then it's Dahmer.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't escape
You're
it.
right. You're right. I'm just going off of what your current look is. Well, you mold your look a lot. Sometimes your hair's up and spiky. Sometimes it's down like an Ellen lesbian. Yeah, it's wild.
This is a shame that this haircut, a basic haircut for a man, is just now. You're just like, a guy with short hair and it doesn't have gel in it. Fucking gay. You're like, what? Yeah. Well, how am I? I don't even understand. Yeah, but I keep telling you, lesbians took our haircuts. We didn't take lesbian haircuts.
You're right. You know what? I'm going to apologize. You're right. I'm sorry. They did co-op a man haircut, and I'm just got psyoped into.
Yeah. How about you over there, Jada Pinkett Smith? Huh?
Dude, I just buzzed
Jada
my head.
Pinkett Smith stealing women's hair culture.
Dude, I was at the gym yesterday with my buddy Roman. I took my hat off, and he actually audibly went, "Yikes!" And I went, "Hey, that's not. Hey, shut up! It wasn't for everybody to see. That was a quick.
We're friends. We're friends. Don't do that. I would do that. I would treat it like a little puppy, like I wanted to say, like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that to me. That's come on now. That's not nice.
Like I get it, because like even today in the mirror, I was like, eek, that's fucking just a lot of skin. It's just really, and it's very pale. I have obviously I wear hats all the time, so very pale.
Here's what happens is your facial structure is, hey, you have pronounced eyebrows. I've talked about this before. You have definite eyebrows. You have hats on too much. And that presents an illusion of hair. I don't know. There's a cap on top of your head, literally. So, it's a negative positive space. If I was going for art, I'm going to be like, you have to understand that he's presenting positive space. Once he takes the hat off, a lot of negative space.
A lot of negative. Dude, you know what's also, I feel like, do you know that house in Oregon? It's like built weird and like, the physics, like you can stand like upside down and like, but it's just the way like it's built. I feel like that's my head and my hat. Like, so. Oh, dude, I'm serious. This is 100% a fact. I could ask many people about this. I've been like, I'm 6 feet tall, right? People are like, no, you're not. I go, no, I am. I go, I swear to God, I'm shorter with the hat on. They go, it doesn't make sense. I go, okay. And I take my hat off and they go, oh, yeah, you're 6 feet tall. I go, I know. It's like this pushes down the crown of my head because it doesn't look like I have a fucking, like you said, it looks like I just have hair right under my hat. But it's weird. It's like I take my hat off and my head grows. It's like a cone head. Like it expands. It's
everyone thinks that like here where your hat stops, and then it's just it's just Frankenstein head. It just goes up another centimeter and then flat across the top. It's like I hit my shit off like a dork.
It's fucking wild, dude. It's like I'm like no, and people are like, oh, they say that for two reasons. Like, oh, you're really bald. I'm like, oh, you are tall. Like, you're like 6 feet tall. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Now I'm embarrassed. Thank you.
Tall, bald, and CTE, baby.
Yeah.
Tasty. I like it. Oh, look at this little guy over here looking dangerous. You should get the head tattoos.
Dude, I can't.
You're full badass. You're not going into like a corporate job anytime soon.
I know. That's just a whole
this way you pop it off. They're like, you should. Yeah, I would love it if you did that. That'd be so fucking badass. You're not doing anything with the top of that damn thing. Yeah, I mean, that's just real estate.
Dude, we should do a wheel for for when I get tattooed on my head, and we'll have fan takings. Like, people are gonna do crazy shit though, like swastika.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. But I would have to do what the wheel says. I mean, that's the rule. So
yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like why are you selling yourself? Don't sell yourself to these monsters.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm desperate.
You're worth more, dude.
I'm desperate for attention and fame.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're like $50K, I'm like, it's pretty good payday. Whatever, depending on what we're getting. But no, man, it'd be really cool if you had just 50K? Like. If you had like really intricate detail as well, just like kind of a beautiful pattern the whole way. From a distance, it just looks like you have like that. Yeah, just like a short, like a very Yeah, a hair thing. I would fucking dig the shit out of that. That'd be a good move.
I just get hair tattooed on me, like fucking really.
You wear the
really-
hat most of the time
It
anyway.
doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, maybe swastikas at the end of the list. I don't know why, yeah, they would make you go with that one out of the gate, but
Funny. What are you talking about? If first of all, if you give me a
Super funny.
contest, bro,
Super funny.
it's to ruin someone's life. Yeah, it's hilarious. If you were like, "Hey, it's a contest. I'll tattoo whatever gets the most votes." I'm of course gonna put
Yeah.
the most vile thing I can because that's hilarious. So
I
why
know,
wouldn't
but I want that little twist on it where it's like, yeah, you got to get this, and then it's like a swastika too, but there's like a gay flag waving, in
Oh,
it, just like these,
yes,
like just
yeah,
the
yeah,
tweak
yeah,
on
yeah,
it, just
yeah,
because
100%.
like why would it be serious?
Bro, now
You know what I
you
mean?
get
And
it.
you're just like,
Now
wait,
you
what
get
the
it.
fuck's on top of that? It's a gay
you get it.
Nazi now.
Now you
Like,
get it,
it's
bud.
just-
See, now you understand the
Yeah,
fun of
like,
fucked up things.
when did
yeah.
those start?
Yeah, yeah.
I am
Get-
out
get a
and
bunch of
out
shit on
gay,
there, dude.
baby, but I hate some hoes. Like you're
Get the hammer and sickle and the Iron Eagle going at it, or is it
Like-
holding hands? And that guy's like, "That's two opposing ideologies. They
Yeah.
hate each other, and that's
Yeah.
the thing you can do. You know, a bunch of shit. Open up the world."
Like-
Oh shit.
oh.
Uh,
Yeah, you're a little New York today. You got and then mire. You like you said mirror, like mire. Like it was, I can't even do it. I can't even do the Staten Island
Mirror.
there.
Mirror.
Shout out Staten Island. I got to
Shout
get up
Staten
our
Island.
extra content there.
oh yeah. Staten Island rules. Not yet. No, it doesn't. But
It's fine.
but Burrito Bar rules. Burrito Bar was good.
Burrito Bar was fun. Yeah,
Burrito Bar
yeah,
was fun. A good,
Nice.
Good time. Shout out Fifth Borough Comedy
Fucking-
Festival.
Burrito baby. Ugh, just put that whole thing down me.
Yeah, did you take home the extra ones?
No, I think Jamie grabbed him out of your car. Unless they're, 'cause I think I went back and like was, anyway, yeah. But like I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, good. If she didn't grab him, nice hot burrito for him to maybe find under the seat in 3 weeks and just be like, what the fuck smells in here? It's just like two partially eaten burritos that have been left in
Yeah.
the car. So enjoy that in this hot heat. That'd be fun.
It's good to see Mr. Tom Corliss again.
Yeah, of course,
Good-
always.
good to
Yeah,
see
I
Tommy.
see him all the time.
Not a fan of fried ice cream, which blew my mind because it's fried ice cream. It's like it's fried food and ice cream. It's two of the best things in the world. I just don't understand how it could be. I understand it might not be the best fried ice cream ever, which it wasn't. I've had better fried ice cream, but it's like fried ice cream, dude. It's hard to be like not a fan. The way he said it too was like
Yeah.
turning his nose up at it, like there was like fucking like
Oh, yeah,
caviar
sure.
or something. He was like, I'm like, fuck you, Tom. Also,
Listen,
Tom's fat.
yeah.
He doesn't get to fucking.
You're going too far.
you
No one
know?
knows Tom. You do this. Like,
People do
for
know
people
Tom.
listen, they don't know. I hate this on podcasts. No one knows who we're talking about most of the time. I feel like they don't. They saw him like 85 episodes ago, and they're like, that one guy, who knows? I just mean like, but we all have this
Fair.
friend.
Tom's not a recurring guest. That's fair.
Recurring guest, and also it's like, I try to get produce a couple of these things. I kind of go like, guys, like they don't. Oh, they look like this comic. I go like, we don't. No one knows them. But it's like no. But we all have this friend.
Yes.
Tom's interesting case where it's like Tom. I feel like I talk about food a lot with a lot of my friends. It's my go-to kind of convo. Really, I love talking about food. And Tom is one of those guys though, like he puts down food and he eats a decent. We've talked about this of like really only having access to a lot of garbage places, like fast food and stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
when we're out, he still has he's that friend that still has that like erudite kind of English. Like, oh, what is this? This is not for me. I don't enjoy that. We're like, okay, man, that's fine. Like, I don't have any
Yeah.
problem with it. We all have that friend. We're like, yeah, you're right. If you don't like it, it's fine to have that thing. I mean, it's lovely when that happens. Like if my grandmother or someone like, they would soften, like, you know what, I'm full. I think that's all I'll have of that. But some friends are just like, I don't like this. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
right.
It's fried ice cream. Someone's gonna eat it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah. We'll shake this out.
I like this cake though. I'm like, I know Tom, you ate the whole thing.
In fairness, I'm on Tom's side on a lot of this because I don't know if you caught what Tom's order was. Tom ordered the cake for himself, or at least that was his idea.
No.
I could have sworn that was his like thing because I don't know if he was.
No, 'cause we
and
were
then
like,
everything.
we're gonna split a bunch of stuff. That's how we pitched it.
Well, you might want to check in with Tom. I could have sworn that because he at one point was just like, I don't like these two things, but the cake that I kind of was gonna eat, everyone kind of already ate.
No,
I
it
coulda
was like a
sworn.
pitch. No, like a pitch. We're just gonna eat all three of these and just gonna try it all.
I didn't have dessert, dude.
No,
I've been doing this now where I'll raise up my arms and not flex. I'll just go like, it's just fun.
Yeah, it's
my mistake.
No, you're being a bitch about dessert for sure. It was good, and you missed that.
No, okay.
You were.
Yeah, I get it. You felt guilt.
I did.
Felt guilt.
I was trying to get you to do it.
And now you're blaming me.
Yeah, well, I was. I felt like shit immediately.
I drank beers. I don't know why I just did a swap. It was the same thing. It was
mentally, let's be honest.
For
looking at a beer,
mentally. Right?
Everybody looking at a beer and looking at a caramel dip churro, and I was like, "Are those two things the same?" They'll be like, "Yeah, they're both sugar and stuff." No, dude. People are gonna look at the caramel dip churro and be like, "That's the fatty thing," and he's fat.
Sure, of course. No, I get it. Those, yeah, you definitely took in some more high fructose corn syrup. I don't disagree. On that one, sure. But I think I had 5. I wasn't driving, so I think I had like 5 beers, just empty carbs. Yeah, it turns into sugar. Yeah. So I get mine in. I was drinking my dessert. Just hanging out while we were waiting. But yeah, fun. Nice little backyard show. Everyone much nicer. I didn't hear any curses like from just random people. We had the one homeless person outside was fun. Did you? Okay, well, not fun. There was a very interesting character as we were outside waiting for the show at a point, and I thought that they were faking. I thought they were faking. It seemed like at a point they had saw that we had clocked them, and then they did a circling kind of thing. Hitting things randomly felt fake. What are your thoughts, though?
Okay, buddy. So let me fill you in on you are crazy. That's legit. That's a crazy dude for sure. Legit crazy homeless guy. Now, here's where you are right. They're like energy vampires. They feed off attention. Okay. So this is why I like to call myself the EDP whisperer. EDP, for everybody out there, emotionally disturbed person. So which is what that guy for sure was, right? So I was really good at that. So I'm really good at taking that psycho and fucking judoing it, like a bullfighter. Like I can fucking navigate that. But if you don't want to navigate that, what you do is you just ignore it. Yeah. Do not make eye contact. Pretend that's like a different dimension. Like that's like a 2D person that you can't even interact with. Like you're observing it from the outside, and you're like, wow, look at that fascinating creature. Like, because once you look, make eye contact, and be like, what's up, man? He's like, that's the invite. I'm in. I'm in your house now. So he was like walking around with the fucking bottle, slamming it on like the telephone pole and shit to try to get us to be like, hey, man, or whatever. So he'd be like, I'm crazy, give me money, or whatever the fuck he was gonna do, right? But the fact that we were just like, I'm going to keep talking about comedy, where the fuck we're talking about, like churros or whatever. He just did his little circle rain dance, hit some shit, and moved on with this crazy ass day. And we were all better for it. Did I think he was going to stab me a few times? Sure. Did I keep turning my back up against the wall to make sure? Yeah. Just in case.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I like that. Yeah, the level of commitment you need to have to really deal with that in that moment was like, if this mic in front of me was his face, like if he was that close to my head, and you would have to have the ability to basically literally touch noses with him, not make eye contact, and then like look down the block for the bus, like, nah, it's not here yet. Touch noses again and come back. So what's going on with you? Yeah. You know what I mean?
So
just to really...
You 5 minutes? Interesting. Like you're just trying to casually talk about whatever. Yeah.
Buses are late.
It just
sucks. Like
boop,
boop, boop, boop. They just touch
that
noses.
guy was waiting for one of you guys to be like, "What's up?"
It felt big. Yeah, it was. That's what I love. Me, I'm like being very haughty towards it. Yes, you're homeless people. We feel like it's contrived. I have to say, it's a little. You're kind of putting it on a little. I don't enjoy that. I like
what I love
true
about you.
Ones.
This is what I love about you, and because it's genuine. You have naivety about a lot of like some things like that, and
what?
like the rehashing like the Vegas thing.
Yeah, okay, listen, yes,
shut up. Stuff like that though. Hold on, shut up. Stuff like that. Like I feel like city stuff sometimes like that will just be like, oh, does he need help? I'm like, he's crazy. Get over here. You're like, okay, like you have to come back like a child.
Yes,
like that sometimes with only that type of shit. It's very specific. No. Yes,
nope.
100%.
I'm disagreeing with your premise. Because you are wrong. because I'll tell you what's
Good
different.
retort. That's a good debate.
Here's
You
what
won.
it, yeah, no, no,
You won the debate,
yeah,
bro.
right.
I disagree because you're wrong. Points.
You're wrong.
Actually,
You're
you know what? I
wrong.
work
You're
for
so
him.
wrong. Very
Actually, that was a
dumb.
great debate. Keep
Sure.
going.
But no, here's what I think. I think what my adjusting period is like. This is gonna be weird to say. I know that people think I'm just like virtue signaling. I just go like, dude, I genuinely have feelings of like, hey, listen, if someone's in trouble or I can help, like I kind of don't. I don't know. I was raised that way. Like if I can help, I know that there are certain situations where you shouldn't really, get into them. Like what are you gonna do? Really, someone's. They got a bucket on top of their head walking down the street with shit in their hand. Like, hey, man, this isn't a job for you at the present moment. You're not going to really be able to hash this out. But I just mean, like, for that instance, we were fine. I was the one ignoring it. I was like, Jamie, stop, like, or, Jamie was hanging out with us. Shout out Jamie's, and the whole fam over there. But, like, Jamie was there hanging out with us. I was like, why did you guys stop talking? Like, I was already locked in. I was like, well, what's going on? And you guys are, like, kind of smiling. I'm like, oh, I'm not stopping talking. Like, I get it. But sometimes in the city, there are moments where I get it, that everyone is what I would call weak or minding their own business, as they like to say. And, like, terrible shit's happening. And I'm kind of like, yo, what's going on here? Like, I'm not trying to get involved, but I'm just like, it's like sometimes people they ignore it to the point where I'm like, well, it might get worse. Like, and you could have just easily just been like, go tell someone or do this. You know what I mean? Like if that person broke the bottle and then like was wielding it all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like we would have been like, I wouldn't have just been like, oh, and gone inside. I'd been like, yo, you should probably call somebody real quick. And I would tell the owner and be like, hey, just let you know, there's a man with a bottle outside. Maybe tell some people in here. Don't walk outside for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that guy.
Dude, I'm so removed from, like, giving a shit about anything that happens on the street
past job,
now.
too. You're
Dude,
done.
I'm like Batman in the sense of, like, hey, what do you think Batman is just gone? Like, and you could be like, oh, she broke the butt. And I'm just like,
no, you're right. Batman.
I don't want to deal with this shit animore.
I'm not a comic book guy, like 100%. We've talked a lot about it, but like you're right. Sometimes Batman probably just like had to leave because of petty crimes. Petty crime is happening, and he's like looking at it, and he's like, ah, shit, I got a fucking big robbery. 3 people are dead, and then gone, and just it's like you're like it's some petty shit, an EDP. Batman never deals with anyone in the street with mental illness at all, ever in Gotham.
He's dealing with it on just the most grand scale.
I guess so, but can you
like,
lend a little bit to the blue collar?
Yeah, blue collar crazy guy. Well,
rich
crazy guys, just like everything else, they get the preference,
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Joker steals all the money. Bane, I don't know, does Bane shit,
Yeah,
get all that dough.
You're not wrong. I get you. But yeah, interesting thing. Yeah, I was locked in on that one. I was like, what's going on?
That was wild.
Yeah, I'm locked in. Keep talking. Yeah, why are you stopping? I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
He did
the whole time.
It
was like it was just like I'm sure if you're just like a shark in the water and you're there, you're like just it'll go away. Just if you just don't move, don't make ripples.
Well, you and I were both just like clocking him, like doing whatever we needed to. But it just at a certain point, he was like contrived. Like I tell you, he was like tapping. Yeah, it'd be like a tab here. Like he was genuinely like reaching out and just hitting something with like a bottle.
He was like,
just hitting, and he would
like that.
But he would, you know what? He was fucking Captain Jack Sparrowing it, like he's had that walk, like, and then like hit into something, like and I'm just like, this seems fake. Like you seem like you're about to like a street performer who's about to like break out and do a backflip and music's gonna play or some shit. I was prepared for anything. I don't know what you guys are up to in Staten Island, dude. It's a crazy place.
Yeah, it is also funny because like every performer except I think us. Well, I mean, I am from Staten Island, but I mean, is from there, like still living there pretty much. Yeah, and it's like the accents are just so every comic is like
different. Yeah, there's like transplants that have like no accent but have been living there for a little bit. Then you have like dudes who, some people that are just straight up Staten Island.
Robin Gregg, just fucking with their heavy ass accent. It's just. Yeah, wildly different. But I felt a little bit come out when I was there. For me, like it always does. Like it'll come out.
I feel like every time Robin Gregg get on stage, there's like a guy in Staten Island who just got a pitcher of beer at a bowling alley who got a strike. Like it just feels like they're just such those dudes where you're just like some guy just went, yeah, good luck's upon us. The boys are on stage. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're. I wouldn't be like I could see them as like Saint Anthony deities, like for Italian. You know what I mean? Like you just have little pins that have Robin Gregg on them, and you just rub them every once in a while. You need a joke to come to you. Like, oh, I just need a little help with this bit. You know what I mean? Because they're such steady guys.
Whole set. Did you watch your whole set?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
When that black guy went by on the skateboard, and just Rob in the middle was like, that black guy on a skateboard, like just stops,
just stopped him in his tracks. I just don't know. You're like, yeah, man.
And Greg is like, what are you, George Zimmerman? He's like, why? You don't think that's weird? He's like, it's just that common around here.
Common around here. It's like, how long has Wheezy been around? It's like, what do you mean not that common around here? Mode of transportation just being like that black guy in a Dick's Sporting Goods just being like, should I be dangerous? Oh my God, no one has this. I'm the only black guy in Staten Island with a skateboard.
The guys at Dick's are like, are you sure, son? You sure? Do you know the power you're gonna wield with the skateboard?
Big responsibility.
Italian comics are gonna see you while you're skating by.
Let's see, what size are you? Yep, here are your skater pants. Now you're gonna have to wear those. And
here's your state issued Vans.
Here
we skateboard.
Go. We've extended the crotch on those. You won't need the white pants. You'll need they'll be great for you. It's nice to know that those guys are keeping an eye on the neighborhood. You know. So he said it like he was alarmed. Yeah. Fun times going on there. Sheesh, what else has been? Yeah, I don't know. I've just been, I've been doing all the fun stuff, trying to set up dates, I guess maybe, and trying to set up shows, but just plugging away down here in my dungeon, creating like a mad scientist.
You really are like a mad scientist.
It's been fun trying to work on stuff, but what time are we at? Yeah, we're almost there. But
yeah, we could do plugs if you want.
Yeah, you want to slap them in on there, and we'll get the plugs. I got a decent amount to plug actually.
Like
holy shit!
I have almost. So
you're coming in and out. I wonder if it's my echo cancel. I have the echo cancellation off. I don't know. Maybe I can hear you perfectly.
Better now?
It's better. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay.
Hit it.
Follow me on Twitter at Adam Nutter, Instagram same, and TikTok at Adam Nutter Comedy. Go check out my other podcasts on this very network that I started with 4 other really great guys, Kyle Matovic, Samuel Urban, Luke and Typo from the Biting the Bullet podcast. 5 till midnight. It's available here. Go subscribe to that YouTube channel, 5 till midnight, and all the social medias. I think it's all the same. I don't run the social media. Sam does. So if any problems, go bitch to him. And of course, come see me on the road September 15th. So this Friday, Speakeasy Comedy over in Philly. I'm going to try to hit up Myers in 22nd to work on some new material, so I'll probably be there. I'm going to text Garrett, stop by there. Conventions, LP conventions coming up January and February, so keep on my socials for those dates coming out. And more shit throughout this year, too. But just 15th and 22nd for now.
Nice. Boom. You can check me out. Let's see. This will be dropping in at 8. So at 9 o'clock, I mean, there's no way you're going to make it, but maybe you will. But shout out to Rotten Ralph's and Jared over there running, just because I want to get the name right. He's running What Is It Comedy. Check out What Is It Comedy. On Instagram. They run a nice little room up there at Rotten Ralph's, right in Old City. Come check me out there this Wednesday, but they're going to keep running shows, and it's a nice little room. I think Naeem Ali's on this show. Some people you'll definitely recognize from the Cult of Us podcast. So go check out that show. And this Saturday, I will be over at Free Fringe Cabaret. That is September 9th with Jay Simpson and friends. That is, oh God, look at this address. What is 1718 Delancey, baby. 3rd floor. We got some music and comedy going on there. The very talented Jay Simpson, a delightful dude. Of course, check out Myers Brewing Company and our show at Wissahickon Brewing Company. Let me break this down for you. Wissahickon Brewing Company, September 15th. Come on out. We are back there. We're hoping it's our big kickoff for the fall. we got John Moses is the headliner. He's been on Access TV's Gotham Comedy Live and a ton of other stuff. I just did a gig with him at the Atlantic City Comedy Club not too long ago. Great comic, very, very funny. And we got Courtney Reynolds on that show, me, JD Patrick. Those are going to keep going. You're going to see Adam there October, November. So come on out for those shows at Wissahickon Brewing Company. You can check all those out at Biggest Little Comedy right on Instagram, and of course drop10.com, and you can go to either of those. But yeah, check out at Biggest Little Comedy for all our shows and upcoming shows at Myers Brewing Company, Wissahickon Brewing Company, wineries in New Jersey, all over the place. We appreciate it. Like, follow, do all that great stuff for those. We appreciate all that good stuff. And of course, go check out our merch. I'm probably missing date. IamNeilWood.com, JamesWoodArt.com. If you want to hire me for some freelance stuff, I do all kinds of stuff. Go check it out there. That site's building. But yeah, check out our merch on the show. You can see a lot of the artwork I've made. You can buy artwork from me there. If you want to support the podcast that way, you can grab a t-shirt, a hat, do something for that. That keeps our lights going. It supports us. We appreciate it. There's some cool stuff there. I know I need to add more. We're trying to. I got to come up with some good stuff there. But yeah, grab some stuff and support the podcast. We appreciate it. And you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/cultofus. It's only $5. Get you a t-shirt. So we need the size of that sweet bod that you got going on. Just let us know so we can press our fabric against it. And you get a bunch of extra content. Stuff of us on the road, us and Staten Island, dicking around, having some fun. Of course, checking out MMA fights. You can get into the Discord, check out the fight with us, and hang out, do some shit talking, if you want, just in the comments, and have a bunch of fun. Movie watches, the Gauntlet. We got all kinds of great stuff and content there for you. So it's $5 a month. We appreciate it. All right, and check us out on Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube. Like, subscribe on iTunes, all the shit. Everything does help. So we appreciate anything you can do. And feel free. I think that's all. You got anything there at the tail end, buddy? All the podcasts on the network. You know what I mean? Check out all of them. The Weekday Comics are killing it. Seriously Dad is killing it. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to Hanover, PA. Oh, yeah, we can get out of the post. But I was up in Hanover, the Church of Satire.
I just talked to that dude.
Yeah, Jim Bryan. Yeah, cool guy, cool club. I think it's one of my favorite backgrounds. I put that in my Instagram, my post. I was like, and being there, it's a small room, but it's good. Like, it's just small and it's a good room. The comics are good. It's funny how much like the density inside of cities for open mics, and then you get out of it. I mean, we all know this already, but not talking comedy stuff, but like, go to these shows, because like the comics there, they kind of do a really good job of just being funny out of the gate, funny host. I didn't get to hang with him enough or catch his name a ton, but I think it's Tom hosting over there. Funny dude out of the gate, just bearded, low, like grit in the voice. Dude, when I tell you, he was like, all right, I'm going to do these jokes. We're going to figure it out. Like, he had that. Like, I love the comics that can pull off funny, and just that, your Dean Coles or Dion Coles and stuff like that. Like that. I'm here, but I just bring it, and it's so much fun that way. But I went up there with Jay Yoder and Albert Davis, the Seriously Dad crew, just trying to see it. But yeah, fun time. Really cool spot. Best background. Yeah, I love that background, dude. Just I really do. Check it out on my Instagram and IamNeilWood.com. It's a cool background. It is real. It's not like a picture of a thing. They built and framed out just like scraps of various wood from maybe the church that was left over. I believe it's used stuff, and then they just cut everything kind of in half and mount it. It's such a cool background. And the actual pews and everything. I will say maybe some pads on those. Put a pad on the pew. I'm a pad pew person. Church is already rough. Oh yeah. Look at this background. It's so cool. It's not pulled up yet, but if jump on the youtube.com/cultofus. I think it's cast. Cult of Us on YouTube. Yeah, like all of that. When you check it and pull it up. Yeah. All of that stuff is like, it's found stuff, chairs that are cut in half, pieces of wood that I think were pulled from the original thing, which is like crazy. Yeah, it's a really cool aesthetic that I really just the art nerd in me was like, man, that is so simple and cool, and
That was cool.
it's not distracting, like it's not overly distracting, but it's so unique. You just got to give it up for Jim Ryan and those guys like because he started that, and then I don't know if you know this. Speaking of fried ice cream, but he was like, well, summer, I have a new business, this comedy club. Summer it dies down. Check out the interview with him on Seriously Dad, but he opened a ice cream shop next door because I guess he had two buildings. They had built a club and like, well, this part of the building really isn't being used. We don't know what to do with this. It can't work it into for seating. It just doesn't work. So they kind of like partitioned, there's wall, right? Like they kind of sectioned out where it's just a smaller, intimate room, which is great. And then he's like, what am I going to do with this? So he started an ice cream shop. The Church of Ice Cream. It's Church of Satire, but he named the ice cream shop like Church of Ice Cream or something. I'm sorry, Jim. I apologize, but it's play off the name, and then all of the flavors are like plays on great comics. It's plays on chunk of Jim. I don't know. So Pryor. I don't know. It's just fun. He was better with the naming. I wasn't there in the marketing. So
I don't think I'm outing him on this, but I'm pretty sure he's a libertarian, dude, which is why I sent him a message to see if I could work my way in there with a little commonality.
yeah. Oh yeah, they'll definitely. It seems like they're out there looking for comics and stuff like that, and the comics are there. Yeah, some funny people out that are you don't see maybe in the city, but follow them if you do. If you catch some goodies, just follow them. They're funny. Yeah, it's crazy ride though. It is out there. It's like 2 hours.
Isn't it kind of by Lancaster?
It's 2 hours. Yeah, it's 2 hours. I think it's.
Yeah.
I don't get out that way too much.
Who the fuck does? It's like
2
2 hours
nice.
from me too. I think it's like far as fuck. Yeah.
Speaking of food and then traveling and stuff like that, or out in PA, there was a lot of talk about like Rudders and Sheets. That's the gas station. You have a lot of Rudders out there is the name of a convenience store. I don't know where these franchises end, so I'm just gonna say I see them in Pennsylvania. That's my first experience with like a Rudders. It's a weird name for a place, to be honest. But also Wawa is, but I'm just accustomed to the marketing since I was a child. So
Goose in Native American, idiot. Duh.
Yeah, I know, but like. So
I'm trying to defend it.
It's kind of like, all right, you decide to call this thing about geese. Is there something about feed and like what? They land and then they have nutrition. There's nothing.
Yeah, the green shits everywhere and it ruins you for playing football. Yeah, fuck geese, honestly.
Yeah,
they're kind of cunts.
I guess. Here we go.
Kind of cunts. That's it. Geese are cunts. Continue.
Okay. No, it's all good. I just felt an animal rant go. It was like, no, another thing about geese. Listen, these assholes, they get to leave their shit behind and then go shit somewhere else. Migration, my ass.
I also feel like their necks are easily snappable. Like if you had to fight a goose, that's a fucking easy. You could just tie that shit up and just like fucking right in half.
Yeah, there is something to their fighting style, I guess. That is because they try to just get big with everything, right? So the wings open up, and that's the move where you basically need to shoot. You're right. You got to shoot for just basically here's the neck, and you have to shoot there, just full on press through.
Yeah.
Right. Just link it up and around the neck.
Fake jab, right? To double takedown to full mount. Transition from full mount to side. Control.
Got you.
Side control to fucking rear naked choke. Kill that goose.
Got it.
Goose can't trimp out because it has no arms or hands, so it's just gonna be like.
Me, I was thinking. I was gonna go people's elbow. I was gonna go slam. I was gonna go up and around, and then are you not entertained? Hold up the goose, he's yelling. Wah!
Make sure you find that goose's mother and look it in the eyes like, this is your son. And then you fucking end it with the fucking.
That'd be fun.
Nice people's elbow, dude.
They're doing stuff like that in some of some of my wrestling.
Wrestling's awesome again?
No, I meant the worst thing of having works inside. It might be it's all kayfabe, but having some of the storylines are that's this because now we have sons of the wrestlers that we knew of, like Rey Mysterio's kid and stuff. Apparently, I'm talking to my wrestling friends. Sorry, guy. What?
So we're getting old. All these guys is kids are now. It's a bummer. I have a struggle with this, and I'm also seeing NFL players' sons who I've seen their whole careers, like Patrick Surtain, like his son's in the NFL. I'm like, oh, cool. I remember your entire career. Like, not even like I remember your entire career as a player. So it's just sad, and I'm just
Yeah, I mean, you're 36. Yeah, we're gonna die. It's fine. Just get used to it.
Stop saying that.
I know it's really sad that you haven't come to grips with this yet, but you're 36. It's time.
It's time.
It's time for you to come to grips with yes, one day your consciousness will end.
No, but first of all, maybe not, because I'm gonna invent something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna keep my consciousness alive forever. If
Oh,
my
nice.
body can't, I can't die, bro.
Okay.
Why do you gotta ruin this? You gotta ruin
Death
my time.
comes for us all, even the geese out there in the world. You know what I mean? So don't feel bad. But no, I do. I keep wanting. I think I might try to draw something of me body slam. Like,
pretty
sorry,
funny.
wait, the people's elbow, and then, but it was the people's
It was the
slam.
rock
Was it
bottom,
rock
the
bottom?
people's
Is what I'm
elbow.
thinking of. I'm dumb. See, now I'm a
Jabroni.
bigger dork for not remembering it. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
he was
you.
the rock bottom.
Rock
and
bottom, then the people's
which
elbow.
is
Love
just
the rock
regular-
bottom. A great move you can do safely on a trampoline. Well, let me not. Don't do it if you're young, but I would. We would do the rock bottom all the time. You get so much air because you're really, if you guys know how to fall, they're just falling on their back. You just need to kind of bend with them, and such a fun move on a trampoline, dude. You just pick somebody up like that. They're right there, like you want it, like you know what I mean. You're, and again, remember, I'm doing this on a trampoline to no one with a buddy, just like hanging out. Come on, then what move you want to do? You want a body slam, like something? So
I
much
remember
fun.
one summer we were young. We probably like 13 years old, around that age. So like perfect backyard wrestling age.
Yeah,
like
a good time.
we
You got some
had a-
heft
we had-
to you.
dude, it was the best years. We had a block party, like our block and the two like adjoining blocks. It was kind of like a Y shape almost. Like they all just like shut down for like one major block party, and me and my friends were like, "Yo, wrestling match," obviously, because like we could just do it like in the street. Like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So like we set up a wrestling match and like we're just power bombing each other through
Yeah.
plywood onto cement.
Nice. Ooh,
Like,
see,
Dude,
I
there
wasn't
was like
that stupid.
zero.
Yeah, I
padding.
didn't.
There was like the gym. You know that gym padding that's like this
Okay.
thick.
Yeah.
So it's essentially concrete. It's like AstroTurf. There's zero protective measures. So we had like that, and we were just doing like tombstones, like the worst stuff to break a child's neck. Like tombstones, like pedigree. Remember the pedigree? Remember Triple H's finishing move?
No, I actually
So the
don't.
pedigree,
I only
he
ever
would, like-
remember, the whole
The suck
like
it thing.
suck
Yeah,
it
no.
and everything.
So
What
his
was his-
finishing move was he would like
Yeah.
kick you in the stomach and like you like go over and bend over. Then he'd take your head,
Right.
like, put it between your legs, and
Right.
kick and like kind of hook your arms. And,
Yeah,
like, jump up and pile drive you
Yeah.
while your arms are behind your back.
right.
So like you can't defend the
Technically using his knees to kind of secure your head
your
so
head.
that you
Right.
don't.
exactly.
But you're not. I mean, yeah, the kayfabe is like your head is high enough. It's a good move. It looked pretty good. Like it looked pretty great because your head's high enough where it's not actually bouncing off the mat. His knees are
well,
actually hitting.
fun fact. So,
But I'm guessing you guys maybe
well,
didn't.
fun fact about the real Triple H too, which is what I was gonna get into. No, that move does work for real because if you can't, your knees aren't gonna stop you from driving your head into the ground. They're just not. Like the force is too strong. So like your head's gonna hit the fucking ground. And like when Triple H, like you can go watch old videos of this. Like when he was like new, he didn't let go of people's arms. So like
Oh.
how he does now, you watch it, or like when he started not hurting people, is right before you hit, you let go of their arms so they could like
Yeah, get a little
stop
brace.
yourself almost. You could like stop your head from hitting, so you're kind
Right.
of giving yourself a last second buffer. But if you just drive with someone's arms behind their back and you're jumping straight down, like they can't,
Yeah.
you can't stop. So we were just doing
Gotcha.
that, like DDTs, like same shit, just like grabbing our heads and just being like, ah! like into the
Oh, I
ground.
did that.
Yeah, through like plywood, through like table, like chairs, like the whole nine. This is probably why I
Yeah.
fucked up.
The
That was fun.
DDT. Yeah. Oh no, definitely very fun. Yeah, these
Yeah.
are fun. The DDT I already knew. Like the gimmick, there was like it hurts your back really if you're doing it correct, like faking it in the right way. You kind of don't go all the way around there. When I did it to the kid in like 4th grade or whatever, I shot his head all the way
Yeah.
through and then made sure to turn and then like put him on his head on purpose just to be like, stop bullying me. But oh dude.
I
What's
just imagine like what was the sight of just a bunch of 13-year-olds just essentially
Oh, yeah.
there was adults being like they're gonna kill each other eventually, but like block party beer, so fuck these kids. Like we were just going to town. Like it was wild. Like 13-year-olds were just constantly just trying to give each other brain trauma and fucking
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been. I don't think we were ever doing anything that bold. Like we would be messing around in front. Yeah, my buddy's mom would like know that we were doing wrestling moves on the trampoline, but we would. Yeah, we were not trying. I think we definitely jumped through some tables and put some people through. But we kind of knew this was like on dirt. We kind of knew they were old. Like we kind of knew how to fall. It was all right. But yeah, if you're just going hard at it, or someone, especially in front of people, when you're that young, you start kind of doing a little show and a little boating, and yeah, that could go bad quick.
There was, I remember, those like local public access like channels, like Staten Island had like like Staten Island.
I remember.
Whatever. I forgot what it was called, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
And you could just pretty much get on.
Yeah. Sure.
You could just be like, I want a show. They're like, all right, just give you like whatever they want. There was a Staten Island backyard wrestling league that was like they took themselves like very seriously. Like they had like in their backyard, so it was like a typical Staten Island like condo or a townhome, whatever. And like so not that big of a backyard, and just like tied to the fences and everything was like mattresses, like old mattresses, like completely surrounding like the backyard, like the fence, like the floor, everything was like a mattress. And like they took it very, like they had like announcers, like the whole nine. Like they had like an audience with like watch from like behind the fence. It was pretty cool.
Damn.
It was pretty fucking cool.
I'm sure their fucking neighbors probably like. Yeah, I love the idea of putting up mattresses to guard what you're doing on your side of the fence, not realizing that you fucking there's a 43-year-old man on the other one trying to read a paper and just sees like the fence fucking move and wave over one side. You're like, the fuck is going on? Jesus, fucking kids, god damn it. You know what I mean?
Some mass 17-year-olds fucking hanging halfway through your fence because he got fucking stone cold stunned. Like, yeah, dude, it was wild. Also,
fucking little rascals, the head shoots through the fence. Oh, sorry, Mr. Phillips. Like, it's
whose house, like, whose parents were like, yeah, you could build a fucking totally fully functioning backyard wrestling ring in our backyard.
Sounds like a single father. Sounds like a single father. Who's not there a ton.
I mean, the heroin burns on the mattresses made sense now.
Yeah, I would imagine that some of the
Yeah, it made sense. It all adds up as an adult looking back at it. It's all kind of you're like, oh yeah, it was just probably a lot of drugs and no money.
Yeah, what do you think? They didn't go out and buy those mattresses. Those were found mattresses, obviously. Yeah.
Has like bed bugs written on it.
Oh, you guys think this one's good? I mean, it's wrapped up in paper. There's only 3 blood stains. It's actually but it's pretty good from what we've seen. Like it's got to be pretty tough. The fucking shit they're trying to find out there trying to DIY a heroin wrestling tournament. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but I'm sure
wrestling, dude. That's not a bad idea. That's pretty.
I don't know if heroin is the electric energy of people on heroin doing wrestling.
Matches take 4 days.
I'm gonna get you.
Think about it.
I'm gonna get you.
Or you do it where whoever falls over first loses.
Oh,
you do the ultimate zombie contest.
Oh, it's like that pickle on a window. Nice. Yeah. Just racing to the bottom.
You throw ham to a wall.
Right.
Whichever,
see which one falls out first. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, we gotta start that league.
I'm get a couple of. Dude, we start heroin zombie league. We start animal fight league. Okay. I'm telling you. We're going to start making some money off these ventures. We just need some people with some millions who have 0 questions or morals.
Gotcha. Should be easy.
So I'm thinking like oil tycoons. Okay. Like from the Middle East.
Sounds right.
Like Saudi oil princes. I mean, they feel like they're into weird shit.
You fucking bro. Listen, I don't want to. Bro, you have to hear this fucking. I got a fucking fight league. Like, fucking
zombie league. Like an animal fight league.
Kind of a bragging thing at a party. Like, he's got like a Bugatti and stuff like that, but he's got like a Bugatti, a Lamborghini and stuff, but he's the only dude on the block with a fight league in the United States making white opium people fight.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You know what? It started out as a shitty idea. Hear me out. That's how you pitch. There's your pitch, dude.
Philly Opies?
No. That's
Philadelphia
how you pitch.
Opies.
No, that's not your pitch. I mean, that's kind of your soft pitch.
I'm just calling
your hard
pitch.
Your hard pitch to the Saudi prince guy is this. You go, hey, man, do you want to be a boring bitch like all the other Saudi princes you hang out with? How many Ferraris could you own? How many Bugattis could you own? How many slaves can you fuck and make do stuff for you that you own, right? Boring. But how many of these motherfuckers have a fucking little like a venue that they could go watch 2 silverback gorillas fight a polar bear.
Yeah. It's a lot of
0.
fun. Yeah,
Fucking 0.
it's true.
Now that guy's like, hold on, continue. And you're like, dude, you ever want to see fucking 2 tigers fight 5 lions? He's like, kinda. I'm like, I'm your guy. You just give me a blank check and just no questions. And I will curate you the best animal fight league a man can curate you. And
Yeah, I believe it.
give me 5 months. 6.
Like,
Give me 6 months.
Is
6
that-
months.
Is that you had me at lion and tiger?
Yeah.
You had me at lion and tiger. It's like,
Bro,
okay, nice.
I'm just saying, if I'm an oil tycoon, I'm not going to say no to I'm not going to lose money. You're so rich. You can't, like, losing. If I just, like, yo, give me, like, to $150 to $200 million
Yeah, let me play
to
a
get
little
this off the ground. Let me just get
pocket
off the ground.
change for you.
That's like us losing $100.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Pocket
right? So,
Yeah.
what's the big deal?
An equivalent, yeah. It's like, yeah, come on, dude. Let me get a little hundo real quick.
Just a
Let me just do this 100 mil.
150.
Yeah, 150, 100. If you can do 150, that'd be great.
150 would be
175 is better than 150.
Two's
but
even better. But you know what I'm saying?
two's
No
great.
one's
I mean,
asking for
two's
2.
where we're at. I
No
can
one's
use
asking for
2 if
2,
you're doing.
maybe 250.
Listen, we're here humbly before you, Sultan, and we just want you to know that we're for 2, you're gonna get some of the best. I'm just
For
letting you know. For
modest-
1, we could do something. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm just not promising it.
For a modest 250.
I mean, for
we're jumping
250,
here.
we're gonna be bringing a lot. There's gonna be a man in that cage when it's
Oh.
5 lions.
Oh, yeah,
and,
there would be-
and 2 tigers.
There
Yeah.
will be gladiators.
Yeah,
Human
yeah, we're
gladiators
gonna-
involved, yeah.
We're gonna hook it up. It's gonna be. Let me just put it this way: your daughter's birthday is gonna be special.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you
what I
ever
mean?
want her to be able to do one of these?
Oh,
Huh?
yeah, we all want a Caesar moment. Come on,
Thumbs up, thumbs down thing? That's
we
pretty
all
fucking
want a
cool.
Caesar moment.
Huh?
We gotta
Pretty
get
cool.
we gotta get you a mount for that mic. We gotta get you a nice mount one day. This
Uh,
way you don't have to
yeah.
lean forward. But yeah, we'll do
I
it. We'll
know.
mount that little song
I
again.
had one and then it started destroying all the stuff around me.
It's okay. It's all good. It's just it's stuff that you gotta lean forward. Not good on your posture, baby.
No.
Oh yeah, this is dude, man, it never fails. City of Philadelphia, my neighborhood, as we're coming in here for the end of the pod, but it's I don't know if I talked about this. I forgot that there was another party where we had more. Did I talk about the chicks twerking on the roof?
Yeah.
I did. Okay, good. So it's gotten quiet after that. The neighborhood piped up a little bit, and we talked to some people that were like, basically the Airbnb people, just being like, guys, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop just like unknowingly or not checking who's buying your Airbnb. Oh, what's up? Go ahead.
The fuck rents an Airbnb in Kensington?
Well, it's a genius move. So when I talked about the twerking on the roof, it was what happened. There was a chick, I don't even know how many, but like it was witnessed that somebody got up on the roof and then twerked on the ledge of the roof for the Instagram. And I said, I was like, dude, if she fell, that would be the funniest thing of all time. That'd be so funny if she fell. Not, I know it's tragic in some ways, but like, listen, you're up there trying to do it for the gram and you fell, like to see a person so quickly realize that they messed up it's always funny.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, get into the gauntlet. We've seen the stuff where you're like, oh, I have messed up. And that moment where the one leg slips, I keep picturing this in like the one leg goes back. I imagine she's facing people, her face towards the inside. I don't know why. Maybe the tongue's out, like doing that thing. And the butt's this way. She's probably going to turn around and show the butt to the audience, but she wants to go face first. She's a lady, right?
Proper.
But she's doing that. And then that one leg goes just a little moment. And then there's that look on her face when just like there's that. And then she slips back.
Yeah.
Boobs hit because hit the ledge. Her boobs hit her chin like that. And you hear that weird noise of like that smack too, like that. You're like, oh, and then whatever the hell you find at the bottom. I mean, it would be tragic, but also at the same time, kind of like don't twerk on a ledge. I don't know what to tell you. It's not a good move.
I've told you what the sound of a body hitting a floor looks like at height.
Right. Yeah. It's
interesting. It's like it's a very thick thud.
It's a wet thud.
And it never like leaves your brain. Like you always hear it. You're just like I told you the Staten Island lady who fell from she stole Christmas time and then jumped from the second floor.
Ooh.
Thud. Well,
the Jackie Chan
Boom.
in the Bronx
Just-
Tale. Yeah.
except
Rumble in the Bronx.
she was fat and not athletic. So no.
I like to
But-
think that she shot it in her head the same way. Like in her, it's a movie.
100%.
Like she looks back at you guys like. Then looks at the ledge. Like in her head, she's in a movie. She full out sprint. To you guys, she's literally just a chubby jog. Like it's,
Oh, I meant to be clear. I
picture
wasn't-
again in her head, she is full out like laser hands. Coo, coo, coo. But what you're seeing is like,
Dude, even funnier because I wasn't a cop at the time. I was like 19 years old. I wasn't even a cop yet. I was at the mall at Christmas time.
Right.
And like I just saw, so I'm on the floor, the first floor by the Christmas tree, just looking up at this chick on the side of the railing already.
Oh, right. She was
She
stationary.
was already standing on the other side of the, like,
Of
you
the
know,
railing.
and all the cops are running at her.
Right.
Like she already like kind of got away, I guess. And then she's like clearly in that stuck mode when everyone's like, hey, what are you doing here? There's nowhere else to go. And then she would just did the thing where she was like,
maybe for this is okay. So it's more Titanic than Rumble in the Bronx.
yeah,
It's
was,
more like I'm not gonna let go of you, Jack. Even if we did steal from that Journeys.
And I gotta be honest with you, dude. I'm pretty sure she just lost her grip and fell. Like I don't think she tried to jump.
That's a
I
shame.
think here's the thing. I think she was debating it for sure.
Because where's she
like-
jumping to? What's she trying to land on a glasses hut? Like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing in my head. I could see her like see a glasses hut with an umbrella on top and be like, movie montage. Let's see if we could do this,
Bro, I wish I could be like there was a hut there.
No.
There's nothing there.
She just jumped essentially a floor
so
down
this is what
to.
I think from what I was again. I'm just insinuating. I have no idea what's going on through this lady's skull, but she was looking back and forth.
Well, it was the
looking
floor.
Down.
That's what went through her skull.
Yeah, or maybe her tailbone. But like looking at the floor, looking at them, looking at the floor, looking at them. So I think she was like, maybe I could like drop this, like, you know. And then I think she's like, I just don't have the strength to hold it anymore, and just fucking let go. And she just hit, and it was just like, boom, and then just like a.
Oh, is that great? No, yeah, that's a compound fracture. That's what that
Because
is.
it's just like it's just no other noise you could possibly. It's not even like you can't yell. They're like It's just like like well, it's like everything just got knocked out of you, dude. Like
guttural pain. Yeah.
the ultimate like coming over across the middle of football and a safety cleaning your fucking head, taking your head off, dude. Like one of those. Like you're just like just can't breathe. So fucking funny though.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, what the fuck is happening? And like the funniest part too is like the more I think about this is because again, like the cops weren't obvious right away from the people down below. So we were just like, who's this lady doing? Like, is this some lady just trying to climb? Like, what the fuck? And then we heard all the cops and we're like, oh. It's like it was like one of those. It was like a series of O's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like how many like fucking sets of panties and bras did you steal that you think jumping off of a second floor is really worth the haul? I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know. Stealing in a mall. I assume she's stealing. I have no idea what she's doing.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna. But who gives a shit? It's just funny either way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you. Most of the time, they don't even like press stuff. They just ban you from the mall.
Yeah,
Now
or
you have
the
like
store,
a
yeah.
Now you have a compound fracture, hospital bills, and like. I'm guessing she just tried to be like, they pushed me. It's like we didn't even. Okay, well, sure.
It's a whole mall of people and
Yeah.
cameras. Yeah, it's wild.
Make this about you, Patty. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
was
like, oh, what are
crazy.
these? Oh, okay, all the hair dye you stole from fucking Hot Topic. Good, smart. Yeah, you're a smart
Yeah.
human being.
Dude, it was
dumb.
bad. It was so funny though. I was watching. I'm like, wow, that was just wild. Just that
Yeah.
sound though. Never leave my skull. It'll never
Oh
leave my
no,
skull.
yeah, that's like watching the guy get sucked into the lathe. Even just watching it on video and stuff.
Yeah.
It stays with you for a long time. Yeah, that stuff.
I
oof.
think the Russian lathe thing. That's just I just brushed my teeth with that now. That's like just I'm dead to that.
Oh, okay, yeah. The
I've
weekday
seen it so
comic.
much. Yeah, it just
The Weekday Comics highlighted a story of another Oopsie Daisies this week. There was a woman shot herself. She was trying to hide a gun in the fat of her body. Like, I guess she had one of those, like, oh, I could lift it up and, like,
Yeah.
put a gun underneath, and it went off.
Call that a cheddar bob. She
Just-
just kind of shot herself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, you shot himself with my dick, man. Like, but
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
imagine the noise of, like, and just hearing, like that, like hearing the muffled gunshot, and then and again, it's that noise of, like, oh, like,
Yeah.
oh.
Did someone just throw a metal ball in pudding? Like, what was that
Yeah.
sound?
It's the same. Dude, that sound of pain. It's the same sound I heard like the guy who hit his nuts when I was playing paintball and then threw it. He hit him so hard he threw up. He didn't even get hit by anything. He turned and then clocked him on a piece of wood. Like turned it. Oh, and just it was low, and these low little pieces of wood that were around that were like so big. And he just boom, and you just heard like, you just saw the like the fall like a tree just like that, and just like.
Dude, there's something that's just so funny, like to hear a person just like that groan because it's so natural. Like you can't stop it from coming.
Yeah, no.
And the sometimes the most prevalent ones is any like body cam police shooting footage thing, where like I just saw one where the guy's like has like a knife by his feet, and they're like, "Come on, dude, just."
Yeah, like don't.
And
do
he's
this.
like, I'm not touching it. And they're like, all right, man, just come on. He's like, I'm not. Why do you guys care? I'm not even by the knife. And I'm like, come on, dude. So then he's like going closer to it. And
Oh,
they're like,
come on.
And he's like,
This is
So he
insane.
picks it up. He's like, ah! Like he starts running at them. So the guy like, boom. And he hit him right in the stomach. He was like, oh! Like just the way he's like an immediate, like he stops running immediately. Just like clenches and like it's like oh and just drops like that immediate like he's like oh like, on the ground. It's like yeah man, you get shot in the stomach, dude. Like what do you think?
It's like old timey West, like I took lead in the belly. Like it's like
man.
that's what it sounded like. There's some old it's a shame that Westerns got like that, like like those falls off the roof that are like I don't know, is that sound like I always wondered about some of the old Westy deaths because a lot of them are just that, right? It's literally like oh.
That's how it is.
Most of the time it's that. But then it started to be that like fall off the like
the Wilhelm scream.
and yeah. It's one of those you're like, oh, I wonder how real some of those were because it seemed to be occurring or
you know what that's from? That scream, like that famous scream. It's called the Wilhelm scream. That's why it's a real thing. It's like
okay.
A New Hope, and we could leave on this. Star Wars, the first one. When Luke saves Leia on the Death Star the first time, obviously, and he swings across the bridge because they shoot the fucking bridge out, and the stormtroopers are on top of the bridge, they're shooting down at him, and he turns around, he shoots that one stormtrooper, and he falls off. He goes, "Ah!" That scream. That's a very famous scream. It's called the Wilhelm scream. It's from old Western movies, actually. And when they were like first recording like people getting shot and stuff, they had voice actors and like doing the ADR, whatever it's called. And he was like, all right, get shot. He's like, ah. He's like, nah, dude. He's like scream. He's like, you're dying. He's like, scream. So then like, he did like an over exaggerated one, and that just kind of stuck. And then he kept pulling it and using it. It was called the Wilhelm scream. So anytime you hear that scream, it's that just from old Western.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Yeah.
Which
Sometimes
I
it's
you
like
as a movie nerd would appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. No, yeah, I love that. I love that. Some of them I feel like, it's I think into like the 60s Westerns, it starts to get like it's almost verging on and the best part is when they're still doing very racial ones come out on this, it's like because then if somebody gets shot and they're of Mexican origin from far away and fall off a cliff, they're like like they do
that's scientifically accurate. We all know you fall to your death by whatever
there's
race
no
you are.
fucking way. Yeah, right.
The Japanese are like, oh, or whatever. We're just like, it's how it goes. Black guys are like, damn, whatever. They fall off.
Well, black guys fall, and then their dick screams after them like a couple of moments later.
It's like, It's a trailing dick.
You hear like, and then his dick's like,
yeah.
moments later, like a 20-second delay.
Yeah,
Whatever. Shout out
that,
Big Dick Kings. Shout out, guys. You needed our help. With all those guys out there rocking 10 inches or whatever the fuck you got going on. Don't know why I did that at the end. That's fun. Guys, thanks for hanging out for another Call of Us episode and letting us be your sweet president and pope. Make sure to get your dues in, obviously. You owe us some sexual favors. No, we'd never do that. But, give us a shout out. Maybe hit that subscribe button on YouTube instead of coming into the dungeon. I don't know. Maybe. Think about it. Adam, thanks so much, buddy. Another day in the cult.
Later.
I've been Neil Wood. Later, y'all.
Bye.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Or slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.